Ralf Rangnick will be confirmed as the Austrian national team manager in the next 24 to 48 hours, but will also continue, they say, in his consultancy role with Manchester United until 2024. The Manchester United board are reportedly happy, relaxed at the idea that their new chief consultant, who is meant to be one of the leading lights at the helm of the rebuild, is going to be going off to actually manage a national team. Of course, the report says that they're relaxed about this. They have no qualms with it. Ralf Rangnick will say that he's committed. And all sounds brilliant and great. All sounds brilliant and great. Now, of course, we know that Man United are in negotiations with Paul Mitchell to be appointed as a new technical director at Manchester United, and getting that over the line has never been more important than we see right now. Before we go any further, please make sure you scan this QR code that's next to me and you subscribe and you turn on the notifications for the Football Terrace Clips channel, where daily clips are going to be uploaded to every single day from here on in. You might already be a subscriber. You might have clicked on the link below. Scan the QR code if you can as well. That would be great. But go and check that channel out. New uploads, new content every single day over there from the Football Terrace. So thank you. But I want to speak about this Ralf Rangnick situation. I'm not happy about it. I have to be honest with you. I'm not comfortable. I'm not very comfortable with very many of the things that the Glazers back. And maybe this is why I'm a little bit biased. But I feel as though, I want to say this in the right way, it's like Man United are a damn hobby. It's like we're a hobby. I'm going to take a full-time managerial job, looking after Austria, their whole national team setup. I'm going to be scouting players. I'm going to be going, listen, Austrian players play all around Europe. I'll be traveling around Europe, scouting players, building my squad, getting my team ready for European World Cup qualifiers, Nations League, all this jazz. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to spend a week each month, because about 6 to 7 days a month, Man United are employing him for, to help rebuild the biggest football club in the world. I'm going to dip my toe in, then I'm going to dip my toe out. I'm going to have a go this. It's like that, that casual gym member. I'm going to do 2 or 3 months solid in the gym, then take 6 months off, then do 6 months in, and then 3 months off, and then do 2 months solid, then 4 months off, then a year solid. We're not a hobby. We're not a hobby. I understand why Ralph's doing it. I'm not angry with Ralf. I'm angry with our owners. Paul Mitchell is fantastic. And if we bring him in, I'll calm down a little bit. I will. But I don't have any faith we're going to bring him in. I've got a feeling the deal will fall through. But my anger is there because Rangnick was always going. He's going to leave, by the way. Listen, I don't believe this nonsense of he's going to do this as a part-time job on the side of his desk for 2. No, he ain't. He will eventually leave. 3 months, 6 months in, whatever it may be. He'll get a bit more bag and he'll go. And we are letting one of the best football minds, one of the best directors of football, one of the best men in the world at running football clubs leave. He's in our grasp and we're letting him go. Terry, but they've said they're telling us all the things we want to hear. It's either we're happy for a man to literally have his concentration split between 2 different things. I wouldn't be happy if I was an Austrian football fan. What do you mean? You're going to spend a week a month, 12 plus weeks a year, not focusing on the national team, but focusing on Manchester United. I don't see that flying. Secondly, I don't want it from a United point of view. In fact, I want us to give him a goddamn full-time job. But I am not believing, the journalists are telling us the truth. They've been told that he'll still continue on and Man United are relaxed. The board are relaxed because they don't believe in how important this is. Manchester United have been failing because instead of allowing managers of Ten Hag's level, technical directors of Paul Mitchell's level, people like Ralf Rangnick, instead of listening to them and say, this is how you've got to run a club, and doing it for more than a month, more than 6 months, more than a year, people join us with pedigree and we tell them, no, this is how we're going to do it. It's a circus. And it always has been. And this is just another example of the mediocrity and the poor running. Now, if this turns out to be wrong, and I know a lot of people don't care about the way the club is run. They still want to focus on the manager. They still want to focus on Bruno and Rashford and Maguire being the only real issues of the football club. Idiots. I don't have time for idiots anymore. We are letting Ralf go. I don't care how good or bad a manager he's going to be for Austria. I want him upstairs running things. I want us to use him for more than 6-7 days a week. I want him brought in permanent. And he's only looking to go and do that full-time job because we're not willing to offer him one. It's a calamity. If we said we're not going to get Paul Mitchell, but we're going to instill Rangnick into that role, I'm happy. If Rangnick goes and we bring in Paul Mitchell, I'll be happy. But what I would really like is a situation where Myrtle and Fletcher can stay. I said it the other day, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I want Mitchell and Rangnick at the club with Ten Hag. Suddenly, I feel very comfortable. I feel far more comfortable than without them. The more people we have in the boat who are skilled, experienced, best in class within their respective roles, with pedigree and a background, and people that have an understanding towards them from around European football, we are heading in the right direction. We are doing the right thing. What we're doing right now has huge, huge risks of backfiring and going very, very wrong indeed. And I know a lot of people say, but Paul Mitchell might be coming in as a technical director. That's what Darren Fletcher does. Hey, we get rid of Fletcher. No, I don't want to get rid of Fletcher. Put Fletcher next to him. Let Fletcher learn. Let Fletcher earn his stripes doing a lesson. I don't care about the titles of a role. I don't care. Let him learn his craft. Because Paul Mitchell won't be here forever. Ten Hag won't be here forever, nor will Rangnick, nor will Darren Fletcher, Myrtle most likely. But let's let him learn off the best. Mark Overmars, man like Zook, Edwin van der Sar, all these, Paul Mitchell himself, they weren't the best in class day one, year 2 in their roles. They learn off of other qualified, talented people. Let's build our guys up so that if in 3 years Paul Mitchell does go, Fletcher is ready for that role. Myrtle has had more experience feeding into him. Now, I know a lot of people argue that Myrtle is quite experienced. He's very well respected in the industry, and I kind of get that. But he doesn't run a club. These other guys have. And I want them all here because I want my club to get back to the very top. And I'm not dying on a hill here because I'm right. There's no hill to die on. We could have the best manager and the best squad in the world. If the clubs run like poo-poo, we fail. We fail. This is proven in the history of sport. This is proven in the history of the world. This is proven in the history of business, family, and education. And I will not stop beating the drum until every single Man United fan is singing from the same hymn sheet. I won't stop. I will not become submissive. I will not allow the bad running of this football club to persist without me at least saying a little something. If you're a rival fan of Man United, you shouldn't be bantering us. You should be celebrating. If we let Ralf Rangnick go, and I kid you not, he will barely be consulting. He will not be focusing upon us if he's running a big nation like Austria. And I say big nation, they're not one of the most successful nations in football, but they're a big nation who love their football, and they will want his undyed attention. And Ralf Rangnick is too loyal. If we let him walk out of the door, walk away from us, we will be regretting this for a long, long time, especially if the Glazers get their way and don't appoint Paul Mitchell. Now, maybe this is already done. Maybe Paul Mitchell's going to come in, Rangnick's going to leave, Paul Mitchell and Ten Hag, Fletcher and Myrtle with him as well, and there's a belief that it can still go in the right direction. Maybe, just maybe. And if we do make those changes, and by the way, I will not be allowing people to go, oh, Terry, we've got a better coach, that's why we've improved. It's part of it. If we do make those structural changes and we improve, then I hold my hands up and go, maybe, Ralf Rangnick wasn't as needed as I necessarily thought he was. But for me, I still think he's required at this football club. But look, I want your thoughts. I want your feelings on this. Rangnick getting a new job. What's your take? Leave your comments below right now, my people. Subscribe to The Terrace. Turn on the bell notification button. Make sure you're scanning this QR code as well and checking out the Clips channel. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. See you soon. Thank you.